Welcome back to the Long Dark, everybody. I'm the Gazbeard, and this is the Saturday edition of our 12th week on YouTube, day 105, as we try to decide what to do listening to that weather outside, having just woken up. One thing we do have to do is eat and drink, so let's just check what we've got on us to assist with that. We've got a piece of wolf meat, not very much on it, less than 400 calories, loads of water though. We'll take a drink for that. And as we're just starting to get daylight creeping into the house, this is the Meadows farmhouse. We've still got a few things to drop off in here that we forgot to do last night. One of the first is we want to drop off this bottle of antiseptic. Whoops. Put it there. Try and turn it around so we can see the label. It's on the other side. There it is. Just helps it to stand out a bit more, so that we can see that it's there. And if we put it here, it'll just help to remind us that we put some supplies in that first cupboard. In fact, it's not going to stand out very well there, is it? Put it on the front of the bench. There we are. Right, let's just quickly check the inventory. Anything else we wanted to drop off here? Still carrying too much here. Too many items rather than too much weight. Although we're carrying 7.5 kilos of food and drink, 4 kilos of which is water. So I think we might drop a couple of litres of water, just so that we've got a ready-made supply in situ here. Now, on various forums, a few people have said they like to use the Meadows farm as a base. Personally, I don't. I find it to be very dark. It's okay to use as a transit base or as a crafting base, but as a main base, nah, it doesn't suit me. Always appears very dark and dismal here. We could leave one of those fishing kits here as a sewing kit. So we put all our food stuff that we were leaving behind in this cabinet. There we go. So we just put one of them in there. It just gives us an emergency item. Right, now we've still got a few things at Milton House to bring down. Primarily skins and guts if they've cured. I don't think we need to bring much else down. And what I want to do after that is I want to get across to Milton Basin. But we're going to need to get some scrap metal from somewhere. Let's just break up that chair. 2.5 hours to break down this chair. My God. Anything else that we can break down for metal?
I'm going to need to eat soon.
Doesn't look like it. I mean, there might be a few things like metal buckets or something, but nothing really worthwhile. No. Okay. Now this young man's getting hungry. We have got some meat outside. And it's taking a while to connect to the outside. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the scrap metal here. We can pick that up for... That weather is atrocious. If we're going back to Milton House, we need to get a move on. Get it done. What's the temperatures? Feels like -5. Not as bad as it has been. Right, so the 2.5 hours to cut up that chair depleted us on calories, so let's get this wolf down us. Let's take a quick drink. Scanning about for wolves. I don't see any. Let's get back up to Milton House. We've got 2 or 3 dead wolves in Milton to harvest, which will allow us to build the stockpile of meat up there, and then we can prep ourselves for heading down to Milton Base and through to the Muskeg to the forge to make arrowheads for this map. There's a stick there. We've got all the saplings in the world that we could ask for here. I mean, mountains of them. But we don't have any arrowheads to convert the saplings into arrows. So it is one of the considerations that we need to think about. Looking around constantly. Make sure we're not walking into a wolf. Sounds like multiple crows up here. I know we've got one set at the burned out schoolhouse, which is the dead guy. And oh, we can't get up there, can we? No, so we're going to have to go back this way. I'd forgotten we can't get up that bank beside the bridge. We can get down it, but not up it. So we're going to have to go up this one over here. And even this one's a tough climb. It's pretty steep. You got to take it at an angle. You can't go square onto it. Right, there's the schoolhouse crows. There should be another set over by the water tower because there was a dead dog on the road. Hopefully that dead dog on the road is the one that's got our arrow. I really would like to get that arrow back. We can hear songbirds. Always nice to hear the songbirds in the game. For no other reason than it just makes things feel a little bit more like normal and not so post-apocalyptic. Now, the strange greenish blue turquoisey glow coming off this wolf. No idea why. That's kind of glitched, isn't it? Let's just take a screenshot of that. But that is our arrow. That's great. Now, if we try to harvest him with the knife, 5.4 kilos. It's going to take 22 minutes. Let's get that. Our temperature's dropping, but not too quickly at the moment. We take his hide and his guts. It's another 35 minutes. And our temperature's rising again. Okay. That really is kind of weird, that. Whoa. I've never seen that effect before. let's just maybe get a picture like that to use for the thumb title for the video. I'm seeing no feathers here, but I am hearing a second set of, there we are, second set of crows over there, look. I really don't want to be wandering around with this freshly harvested meat on me, but that's probably the dead guy down here. There's usually a dead guy in the river. It is. Just check, there's no feathers here either. No. Okay. And again, that bank's too steep to get up, so we've got to come up this one. That wolf really is weird, isn't it? Scary. I'm gonna have to put those pictures on the forums and see what people think. Okay, just continuing to collect sticks, build up the firewood collection without spending time on it. Now one of the places that we can get a load of metal is that last house there. Take a kilo of meat in. Right, put the bow away, now we're indoors. And let's get the fire going. Get this wolf cooked, then get his hide and guts put down. While the meat's cooking, we'll have a look at what we want to ferry back down to the farm. I guess we could ferry this wolf meat down to the farm. It's one thing that we could do. There we go. Let's get a bit more time on the fire. There's an hour on the fire. Right, 39 minutes, 37, 12 minutes. Right, so this front left one is the partial kilo. I'll drop the wolf pelt here. Almost right. Yeah, it's near enough. Minutes already. About 20 minutes to 25 minutes left on these. So while that's cooking, let's just check. Oh, we've got those saplings to move down. It's not cured, not cured. That one is, that one is, that one is, so we can move those 3 down. These 4 are cured. And by the time we get back from the forge, those 6 new guts will be cured, so we can move those 3 wolf pelts and those 4 guts down to the farm. We've got 3 rabbit pelts that are cured. They can go down. Could move all those saplings down, or at least most of them. Let's have a look what we got in here. We need a can opener down at the farm, so we take that highest quality one down and drop that off as well. We're running at 29.94 kilos. We're tired enough already, even though it's only midday, well, early afternoon. We're tired enough already that we're over encumbered before we pick anything else up. So what we may end up doing is going on a hunt for the remaining wolf. 20 minutes on the fire. That one's cooked. That one's cooked.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
That one's cooked. These will be cooked in a second. What I'm going to do, never waste an opportunity to make some water. I'm just going to make half a litre in each of these. And in theory it needs 30 minutes. Well, it's probably less, it's probably about 25 minutes. So I'm going to add just a couple of sticks to make sure that they all boil before we get back. Now let's drop this meat outside and see if we can find another wolf. Although I'd like to take this meat down to the farm. We'll drop it out here to keep it in good condition as long as possible.
I could eat a horse.
And we'll drop the full kilos of wolf. Eat that partial kilo. Take a drink. Come on. This movement and pick up and relocate system is starting to irritate me somewhat. Just the degree of precision on it is just not there. Right, that's the farm crows. That's over the dead guy. I'm not seeing any more crows. We should have at least 2 dead wolves floating around. The 2 that we fought with the axe. Now they actually both ran off towards the bridge, but that doesn't mean that's where they're going to end up. This weather's getting kinda iffy. I don't want to stay out here too long. What I'll do is I'll go up to the bridge, see if we can spot another set of crows. Crows are definitely out over the 2 dead guys. And we need to move quite quickly, because the condition on the wolf that we just harvested on the road was down to 56%. Which means that if we don't get them harvested today, the wolves that we fought may well despawn overnight. I'll just take it up to the edge of the bridge. We've got crows to the left and right that we know about over the dead guys. There's deer up here. We know that we've searched everything up here. No more crows other than the ones we've already seen, so they're not here. They may have gone up the mountain towards the radio tower, or they may have gone across to the middle of Milton town towards the pond below the building on the school. We know there's a load of coal at the forge. We don't need to take much. Just a few pieces to top it off. In fact, I'm tempted to leave the coal here and only take metal with us. Metal we are short of at the forge. And this house, I believe, has got some large metal racks in it that we may be able to harvest. Yeah. I'm sure we've searched this. Let's just look for a container that'll verify it. Oh, I guess that first aid kit, empty, yeah. Right, metal shelf. Let's break it down. It's going to take 3 hours and yield 8 metal. Might be dark when we get out of here. Affliction cabin fever risk. We really could have done without that arriving right now, considering how little time we've spent indoors since we arrived in Milton. Right. So, it's not dark. I guess we're not going to need to hunt for them wolves. We are overloaded. Still got a kilo of venison on us for supper. Right, just for tonight I'll drop the metal here. Right. We need to think ahead about what we're going to carry, because we've got some severe rope climbing to do. We've got 8 good arrows, 2 poor quality ones, and a harvested arrow. So we want to avoid shooting at things if we can. Still carrying some bits of charcoal. We might need to carry more than we've actually got. We're going to need to make more coffees, because we need to drop coffees as we go down the ropes for coming back up. We may eat those peaches tonight. They're heavy. That'll save some weight. Okay. Looking at the time, it's just on sunset. We know we've got a cabin fever risk. We should be okay to sleep in here tonight. As long as we don't get stuck in here due to a blizzard, we should be fine. So, let's have a look. All that water's boiled. How much we're carrying? 1.36. Pick up one of them. Put that bow away. Pick up one of them to get us through the night. We can pick up some more of them in the morning. They've all boiled, which is good. We're going to try and get some clothes repairs done tonight if we need to. Absolutely need to eat though. So let's have that down in. And I'm going to eat 3 of those. Take a drink, and then we'll have a look at the clothes and see what needs repaired. Right, that'll keep him off our back. Right, these outer trousers need repaired. They're going to take 40 minutes. And after that, the next thing that needs repaired is that pair of socks. 54 minutes. Wow, it takes longer to repair a pair of socks than it does a pair of trousers.
I need to find a place to rest.
Good, that's back to 100%. And I'd like to get those gloves done. 36 minutes, we can try it. Might tell us it's too dark, yeah. Okay. Well, level 4 mending expert, that's good. He's almost tired enough to sleep till dawn. Got 1180 calories, so let's just take a quick drink. Let's get him bedded down for the night. And we're going to sleep. I'm going to push 10 hours in, make sure he's fully awake. Sorry, fully rested in the morning. And after that we'll just have time to pick up what we're taking with us. There we are, 105, so we're into day 106. Let me just make a note of that.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Right. Got no meat on us, have we? No, so we'll eat meat outside. What we will do is we'll take a drink, 1.28 litres. Let's check what we've got left after we've had a drink. 0.71, so we definitely need to pick up at least 1.5 litres. It's sort of daylight. It's probably a late sunrise. Now we want to take all of this metal. There we are. How's the cabin fever risk coming on? At about 30%. 1.5 litres of water, we said. Right. Don't think there's anything else in here that we really need to take with us. So we'll have the bow out. I really want to shuttle that stuff down to the farm, but we're getting very close to the end of the video here. And in fact, what I'm going to do before we go out, I'm just going to pause the gameplay here, and we'll pick it up in tomorrow's episode as we transit down to the farm and then drop into Milton Basin on the way to the forge. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to check the video description for the links to all my channels where you can follow me there. Please subscribe to me on YouTube and give the video a like if you're enjoying what you're seeing. I'll see you tomorrow. As always from me, it's not goodbye, it's bye for now.